welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild. We are going to go to Te Awaroa. Hey, why you show me that dog? This is New Zealand. I think when I first bought this game, this was the first map that got released that wasn't already out when I bought the game. This was the first one that made me go, oh wow, a new map. While you were gone, I played a little bit. I do have the Labrador out now. Just wanted to level him up, and I'll explain why after the story begins.
Kia ora. No mai haere mai ki Aotearoa. Welcome to New Zealand and to Te Awaroa National Park. This little slice of paradise is teeming with creatures big and small, and more adventures than you'll find on any movie screen or storybook. Now I've lived out here in the Wop-Wops all my life, and never wanted for anything else. In fact, it's practically in my blood. This place and my family go way back. Things have been a little tricky lately, though. It's fast becoming somewhere I don't recognize anymore, and I don't like it. That's why I dragged you out here, Hoa. With your help, we're going to wean ourselves off outside money and make Te Awaroa a model for sustainability the entire South Island can get behind.
I'm guessing outpost, tower, and kill an animal? "7:36 in the morning."
Right, let's get moving. Glad to see you've arrived in one piece.
Me too.
Josh is my nephew. He just got his license, and I swear that kid spends more time with his hands on the radio dials than on the
I
steering
don't see
wheel.
anywhere to go yet.
I hope he didn't talk your ear off. I've had to rely on him a lot lately since my legs started acting up again. I was planning to head out and meet you today, but here I am at home, propped up on 5 kinds of pillows.
Tell me where to go, lady.
Doctor's orders. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat from me. Head over to the outpost marked on your hunter mate and let's get you started.
Outpost. Wow, that's the farthest one they've ever sent us to at the beginning. So this here is a charcoal...
I hope you had a chance to spend some quality time on your own before I rang you up. Your mate, Alejandra, said the two of you were here on holiday? She had nothing but praise for you, by the way. Said you almost single-handedly turned things around for her in Cuatro Colinas. Well, naturally I have pretty high expectations, but let's take our time getting to know each other first. I'll admit that it wasn't just her recounting your heroic antics that made me pick up the phone. She said you were, and I quote, stoic, practical, and probably born out in the bush somewhere. Just what I was looking for, in other words.
Are you done talking? Okay, I'm going to try this again. So this is a charcoal lab. The reason I picked that is because I have a charcoal lab, a real one. A female named Leia. She's about 7 years old right now. This one's a male, and I have named him Fletch because I like the movie Fletch, the Chevy Chase character, but also because Fletch rhymes with fetch. And the labs in this game will fetch small game. So pretty much a turkey. Any level or class 1 animal they can fetch. We'll give that a try here. If I can get this turkey. Now, today is November 21st. Yesterday, some big news dropped for the game. December 3rd, there is a new map coming out it's in Germany somewhere. and it's going to be a smaller map than most of these maps are about 5 miles by 5 miles. I don't think they said how big this one was going to be, but it is a smaller map, but it is a small game map. My understanding is that everything on that map is class 1. It's going to be a lot of birds, rabbits, raccoons, foxes. Fox might be 2, I can't remember. Might be 1, I don't remember. They're also putting out 2 new Great One animals, and they're both small. One's a bird and one is a fox. And I think they're going to be on that map, the new map. It's going to have wetlands, some forests, different types of terrain. They're also dropping a new dog, which is a German short-haired pointer. I do not see that turkey that I was hoping to get. We'll just keep walking. The pointer... Oh. We got a white turkey again. 60 yards away. Really? Did I seriously miss you? That stinks. That stinks. Anyway, the pointer... Alright, they got more turkeys up ahead. The pointer can be used to flush out animals, like if there's a flock of birds or whatever, you can send the pointer in and it'll make them jump up in the air and you can shoot them in the air. It can also track live animals, which is different than the bloodhound, tracks blood, so you can find the animal that you shot. The pointer can track live animals. So I don't know exactly how that works yet, whether you somehow pick a type of animal or whether you have to find a footprint first and it can follow that. I don't know how that works. But my understanding is it can find the type of animal that you want. At least that's the way I took it. Fleeing. Dang it. I went too much. Made too much noise. Oh, he's still right there. Well, I can see you. How far away are you? 80. Aw, don't do it. Don't. I'm not good at aiming with my thumbs. Alright. But anyway, the pointer will be able to flush out animals and also find animals that you want to hunt. And as you get closer, it will slow down and kind of get in that classic pointer stance and start stalking the animal. And when you see your dog do that, then you need to slow down too and try not to spook the animal. So it looks pretty cool. But also along with that, they're adding a new trait or level or something to a dog where I think if you max out the dog, you can put it, I think they just called it expert dog or something, where you can assign that dog a second trait where like you could have a pointer that also could do what a bloodhound does, or a pointer that also could do what Fletcher does and fetch things. And that's going to be true for any of the, what is that, fallow deer. That's going to be true for all the dogs. So you can actually have a pointer that fetches, or a pointer that is a bloodhound, or you can have a bloodhound that's also a fetcher, or so you can kind of have, I think if you have 3 total dogs, you can basically have every combination or something like that. But anyway, that was kind of cool because it's like man, nice having the bloodhound, but I kind of wish I had my I wish my lab, because I have a lab, a charcoal lab. I wish my lab could be my primary dog, that I enjoy using the bloodhound, and I'll be able to do that. But anyway, I got the bloodhound out, or the lab out, so I could start leveling him up, him up.
Not far now.
My dog's a her.
We built these outposts in the early 90s. They got the works, repurposed materials, solar roofs, rainwater tanks. That was back when people used to just call you a hippie. Now everything's sustainable, clean, green, eco-friendly. Hippies? Ha! Try trailblazers.
So anyway, that was the major news that came out yesterday. A map, and a gun pack. There's 3 lever action rifles that are coming out.
And good for the environment doesn't have to mean bad for your back. It's pretty cozy inside. Go on, take a look.
And they're changing the Hunt Club Beta. That's farther away than I thought it was. The Hunt Club Beta is going to change to challenges, which is going to be similar but different. And I don't think that may or may not be happening on December 3rd. It might follow up. I can't remember what they said. Let's go in this door. What is that?
I see we got company. Better be Josh's doing, the brat. I told him to leave things be, but I guess he couldn't resist. Anyway, maybe it's just as well you get used to it. I'll fill you in later.
Okay.
Right, mate? See that camera on the table? Strap it to your chest and let me explain what exactly you're here for. There's a lookout tower not far away, so you can head up there and get a sense of the place while I flap my gums. Nice and tight now. Wouldn't want it coming off right when you've got a shot lined up.
Another 0.7 miles back this way to a tower. They got us going back and forth. Alright, we need to do some hunting. No more misses, no more spooks. Yeah, I gotta get used to following the blood trail all by myself now, because I don't have my bloodhound to do it. I just wanted to level this dog up, get it going so that when the new DLC comes out, hopefully I'll be able to get the new dog used. Also on the new map, they're supposed to have a shooting range that includes a skeet shooting to clay pigeons, which they don't have on the other maps that have gun ranges. So that was a new thing, and apparently you're able to challenge your friends and stuff to some kind of tournament or game or whatever. Score. I don't know if it's sophisticated enough to call it a game, but you are supposed to be able to challenge your friends when you're in multiplayer. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What we got? Female. Female. There's a male. Level 4. Level 3. 120 yards. Class 4. It's 164. Hey, where are you going? Oh, you don't need to go fast. Don't do that to me. Oh, really? Behind the tree? It's alright. Come on back up. I think that was a good shot. Now, unfortunately, my dog can't fetch a deer. We can try. Go get it. Go get it, Fletch. Now he is not going to go down here and hole on a deer. I think he's just going to go down there and say, hey, I don't have anything down here. And run right back to me, gone. That was fun. Was it fun? Did you have a good time? And so here's where the bloodhound would come in handy. Now, this is not impossible. Most people do hunt without their dog in this game. They don't. I love having the dogs out, but one of my best friends never has a dog out. So, if you don't have your bloodhound, easiest way to do this is right in the dead center of that hunting pressure. Where'd he go? This is where we hit him. Oops. We should find our initial blood splatter pretty close to this marker. Oh, he did go down right here. He dropped quick. I think he fell right where we shot him. Yep, that's where we hit him. He didn't go anywhere. Silver chocolate. Alright, now let me get the app out, because what I don't know is I'm going to save it if it's silver anyway. But let's see here. COTW guide. We are in Te Awaroa. This is a fallow deer. And this is a chocolate. This is uncommon. So it's slightly less common than common. So common is dark spotted, red spotted, and spotted. Uncommon is chocolate, dark spotted female, white uncommon, or white is also uncommon. And then they have rare, which is a piebald, which is kind of a white and tan splotchy one. Very rare is the melanistic, which is a black one. And then the albino is a very rare, and it's on a mission somewhere. And then they do have great one. There's a great one on here that comes in multiple different colors, like 5 different ones. So, now we know. That one was uncommon. Remove that waypoint, and we'll head this way. Oops. Come on, Fletch. That looks a lot like my doggy. Hey. Yeah, if you have a dog that is the same breed as one of the ones in the game, it's kind of hard not to pick the same color, you'd think. At least that's how I feel. Well, hey, everybody. Here's a level 3. You know what? 230 yards away. Ooh, that's like in the middle of... I want 164 and aim high. Oh, I don't have a good angle. I do. I'll get closer. So we're set to 164 yards. Let's see if we can just get to exactly 164 yards. Okay, we're pretty close. That was a, what, a fallow deer? Yeah, let's see what kind of calls we have. This one. Okay, they're not reacting to that. dropped him. This is a class 4 animal, and that gun starts at 4 and goes all the way to 9, so it's probably pretty darn powerful for that size of an animal. I like it when they drop right where you have them. Still want to get a turkey though, so we can use Fletch here. Alright, so you're 200 yards away. Get a little closer. Gotta see what Fletch can do. Alright, you're about 160, which is perfect. 164. Oh, there's different ones there. Now I need to see if there's anything special. Level 1. Level 2. Alright, I think we're just going to take that level 2. While we can. Oh, come on. Did I hit dirt? Were you behind a hill and I couldn't tell because you were outlined in blue? Oh, he's still there. He's just crossing the street. Oh, he went down. Okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's not forget to get our deer. I think that turkey's too far away to send Fletch after it already. It may have been a real mistake to name that dog Fletch. Fletch, fetch. Fetch, Fletch. Okay. Alright, we're still going the right way. You know what? How far will you go? There's no way you're going to go that far. Ah, he's going to turn around. Yeah, I was going to say that seems like it was pretty far. You can probably go about 100 yards. Alright, where's our other dog? Okay, we need to go to the right. Oh, there you are. Alright. We'll use Fletch here in just a second. Let's get this deer. Dark spotted. Barely got that lung. But got that lung nonetheless. Okay, you can go this far. Pretty sure. Go do it. Go get him, Fletch. Bring him back up here. Okay, there it is. He grabbed him. And he's bringing it back. And the labs will swim. So when we get to the point where we can get some ducks on the water, Fletch will go swimming. Thank you, Fletch. Good doggy. That's a gold turkey. And I just barely nicked a bone in the wing. Just as a reminder, any level 1 animals, class 1 animals you shoot, as long as you use the right ammo, you pass the harvest check. Doesn't matter where you hit them. There's not vital organs. Or they don't matter anyway. Still has heart and lungs, duh. It's an animal. But it doesn't matter where you hit a level or a class 1 animal. I almost went to New Zealand once. I was actually in Canada for a job I used to have. And I was going to have to fly home from Canada, basically have about 1 day at home, and then turn around and go to New Zealand for about a 2-day trip. And then it's 24 hours to get there, 24 hours to get home. I would have been completely a zombie, and I was supposed to teach some people there how to use some equipment at an airport for 1 day. That was going to be an exhausting trip, go to New Zealand and not have time to do anything. Nothing fun. That would have sucked. That would have been terrible. But I ended up, the day that I was returning home from Canada, I had a bad toothache, and I had to call my boss and like, dude, there's no way. I have got to go to a dentist and figure out what's going on with my tooth. And I ended up having a tooth that was decaying and had to go to a dentist and get it pulled. What was that? Bigfoot. And so I never went to New Zealand. I didn't really want to go on that trip all that bad since it was such a short trip. I would have liked to go to New Zealand and have some time to kill. Yeah, I used to travel a lot, but most of my travel was inside the US and Canada quite a bit. Mexico a few times. Did I just see something? Oh, there we go. Level 3 fallow deer. Yeah, I went to Mexico a handful of times. Went to El Salvador 3 times. Went to Norway once for, I don't know if it was like it's a week to 10 days. Went to Bonaire, which is like 2 islands over from Aruba. And to St. John Island, I think is what it was. If you've ever seen video footage of people on a beach that are having planes land almost on top of them, or standing on a beach and a plane is taking off and it's practically sandblasting them because it's blowing wind and sand at them so hard, that's where I was. And I did go to South America once. Did not like that. I went with another guy who actually spoke Spanish or whatever. I don't know what. I honestly don't know what language it was. If it was just Spanish or a Portuguese or something. I don't know what it was, but I went because I had worked there a lot longer than he had, and so I probably had knowledge that he didn't have. But he did everything because he could actually speak to him, and I was a sidekick. But that was the only time I ever went south of the border. Okay, dog, why don't you lay down? I can't believe these things aren't spooked yet. I feel like I'm on top of them. I am on top of them. Okay, isn't there a big one? Or a bigger one? Or a male? Oh, there he is. Level 3, class 4. Pull out this gun, shortest range. Dropped. Might as well shoot him when they're right in front of you, not leaving. Leave us a little trail here. Okay, what do you do if I send you after an animal that's way too big? I'm guessing you just run over here and do nothing. Turn around and go, are you kidding? Oh, you just run right past it like I was talking about something else. Let's see how it is. Silver, double lung. Take it. Anything down here? I think we head back over here. I think one of the missions is taking us out by that tree there. I've done a few missions on this one.
So, the plan. I want to turn this place into a year-round retreat for hunters like you and Alejandra. So I don't spend most of the year worrying about whether our native plants are going to get overrun by deer again. There's a lot of filmmaking talent out here, and it hasn't been put to good use lately, if you ask me. So we're going to make a commercial, show the world there's more to New Zealand than haka and halflings. And who better to demonstrate the thrill of the chase than an experienced hunter like yourself? Te Awaroa's prime was back in the 80s. Most of the other hunters out here are equally long of tooth. We need someone young, new, dynamic. You.
Makes you think I'm young.
The most of the work, so you just have to make sure it's on when you head out to hunt. We have a couple of strategic locations on our list to get through. But let's get you that view first.
All right. Well, look at that. We picked up a second outpost already. That was convenient. I didn't remember that being here. Take a look at this map. River running down the middle here. Big mountain out there. So, just in case you've been living under a rock, New Zealand is where they filmed the Lord of the Rings movies. And it's kind of interesting because they kind of tied that into this map. I don't think they ever actually say Lord of the Rings, but they do refer to a big film and stuff. And some of the missions have you going some places because they've left some movie stuff behind. I bet that was the whole point of that giant troll in that first outpost that we went to. Oh, I just realized too.
There's the lookout tower,
lady
just up ahead.
Talking. My one friend who I know is going to watch this video actually went to Norway with me. He used to work at the same place that I went. That was a fun trip. A chamois? I don't know what that is. I think it's deer-like, if I remember right. I run up the stairs. Now I gotta go outside. Ooh.
Just take that in. Spectacular, isn't it?
I've been all over the place.
This eastern area is all rolling hills and conifers. There's a line of mountains in the centre of the reserve, and native beech forest, and a lot of rain on the other side. Right, so remember Josh's little prank? This place doesn't receive a lot of government funding, unfortunately, and a couple of years ago we were running out of money for field research, and the outposts were in need of sprucing up.
What is that?
So I guess you could say we made a deal with the devil, the Hollywood devil to be exact.
Why would any deer-like creature make a noise like that?
They've just wrapped up filming for the final movie they were contracted to do. Some fantasy thing, shiny blade or shimmering dagger or something. Tricky little fella, eh? If at first you don't succeed and all that, you'll get the next one. Now let me check. Ah, resplendent sword. I'll send you the blurb they gave me.
So that one's...
My nephew tells me it's
okay,
a
these
big
are
deal, but I've
class
certainly
3,
never heard of it before
120
this.
yards away.
But yeah,
Hey,
as nice as
go
it
away.
is that Te Awaroa's beauty is up on the silver screen for all to see, it's come with its share of problems, to say the least. The bigwigs left in a hurry, and we got left with a bunch of basically intact movie sets scattered here and there all over the reserve.
Lady, I'm hunting.
Well, I'm telling you all of this because Josh just rang me up and said that he spotted another set on his way back. Not far from where I wanted you to try filming your first hunt. Can I trouble you to go clear it out? We can't run the risk of any of the props from the film featuring in our footage. Cheers.
Sure, lady. I'm hunting and you're going to me doing a prop quest. And you're taking me back the same direction I just came from, I think. Or close to it. Now we gotta go down there and see what we shot. Actually, did we shoot it? Uh-oh. I don't think we did a good job because it should be over here. Alright, it looks like that's not where we're gonna go. Unless it pops up on the map. And then it's gonna be a real fun one without the bloodhound. Because it's already taken way too long to drop. Okay, it is in the same direction that we went before, but okay, it is not down. What do we got? I've got about 20 minutes to go 0.6 miles. Still hasn't gone down. You know what? I might just go traveling around here and go hunting for the next 20 minutes instead of trying to get one more mission done. We already got what I would normally like to get, which is to have 2 outposts during the first mission. I'd like to have 2 places that we can start. So let's just take a walk around this lake. See what we find.
Running low. The outposts have ammo of all kinds and more besides.
Why did you tell me that? You know something I don't know? Nope, I got plenty of ammo. Alright, got one of those little wooden build thingy-majiggies over here. I still haven't paid for any of those yet. Like I said, if you got the money, you can build them, you can use them. But if you're planning on walking around as much as I am, I don't plan on holding still in any one area, so I don't really want to spend any money on them. They're not terribly expensive. They're usually $1,700, $2,100, I think, on the maps. And we're currently on 40,000. That sounds like a... Those things either let out a high-pitched, horrifying squeal or an amazing fart sound. I don't see it. Oh, there he is. Is that the same one? Because we tried to hit a level 4. 190 yards. Oh, you're behind a piece of wood. I can't hit you. Good thing I saw that. 2,100 on this map. Okay, let's see if we get a little bit lucky and sneak around. There's like a tree stump over here that it was partially hidden going to slow down. We do have a good breeze blowing our stink backwards. Okay, where are you, buddy? Where'd he go? Oh, over here. That's a fallow deer. Wouldn't mind taking that one too. That's a good looking male. Let's see what we got. 50 yards. Oh crap. Oh, we're gonna spook him. Oh, that's the wrong gun. Don't. Where'd you go? They're not spooked. They're just walking away. I get it, doggy. I get it. Yeah, they're just leaving. Oh, wait. No, you're just hanging out. There we go. I thought he left. We'll find out if that was at level 3 or not. Everybody left but the one I wanted to shoot. Did I shot the dumb one? Heart and lung. Okay, I gotta pause. I'll be right back. I think my son-in-law is here to pick up something. Alright. Let's go back to the lake. See what we can find around this lake. Got another turkey way over there. Probably should have walked a little quieter, but I did just take a shot too, so. Reach the movie set. You know, I'll head that way, but I know I don't have time. And it's actually closer to the other outpost. You know what? What if we fast travel? Let's fast travel and then head over there. That's what they're there for. Now it's only 500 yards away. Okay, we're spooking the fallow deer. Remember, anytime you fast travel, it seems like it pretty much startles anything within, I don't know, a few hundred yards. Let's go, Fletch. I can't believe I haven't called Fletch Skeeter yet. Got another level yet? He did level up already when I was playing with him. Oh, he got another level. Okay. Higher chance of sensing when an animal is about to be spooked, or your dog is able to fetch arrows that it can reach. Only works with recycle perk, which I will hopefully get. So we're going to do that one. Dog can fetch arrows. Even though I'm not using a bow yet, it is in the plans. Feral pig. I forgot that pig's on here. Turkey. So yeah, when me and my friend went to, there was 5 or 6 of us that went to Norway at one time, and we did have kind of a day off once, and we went to Lillehammer, which is where they had the Winter Olympics one year. I don't remember the year. Ooh, looky there. 150 yards, so 128 yards, and 29 yards. We'll use that one. Got him. Anyway, Lillehammer, they had the Winter Olympics there, and we drove into there, and this was summertime, so it was nice out, and I think there was 4 of us there at the time, maybe 5. I think there was still 4 of us there. Somebody left early, I believe. But anyway, we went to where they did the bobsled run, and when there's no snow, the bobsled run is actually made of concrete, and we went down the bobsled on a bobsled on wheels, and they said it's about 10 miles an hour slower with the wheels versus the ice, and they had to have a professional driver, pilot, whatever they call them. You did it, good boy. Anyway, yeah, we went down that, and I can't remember if I was in the back or how it worked, but basically you're in kind of a bobsled cage thing. You're kind of trapped in there, but there's like 4 of us plus the driver, and you're sort of all hunched in there, sitting on like a I don't know what you call it. It's basically a bobsled on wheels, but you're caged in. Hopefully they don't wreck them, but you're just sort of hunched over, and there's another guy right in front of you, and I think it was the guy in front of me that just ripped a bad fart right before we took off. It's like, oh man, really? I mean, you're just stuck in this bent over position, hugging another man, and he just, man, that was a good one. I gotta admit, I'm pretty sure that's what happened to me. I know the story's true, but I feel like it happened to me, like I was the one behind the guy that did it. I could be wrong. It could have been somebody farted on somebody else, but for some reason my memory at this point is somebody did it to me. That was a long time ago. Let's see. My daughter is 23, so this would have been 24 years ago. Because I know I went the year before she was born. How we doing there, Fletch? Well, Fletch got to fetch a couple of turkeys. Oh, looky here. There's where we're trying to go. Any animals to shoot when we're here?
Oh, what a mess. If I'd known this was going to happen, I never would have agreed to it. This isn't even the worst of it. Right, let's take it one by one. Just bundle them into crates and I'll get someone to swing by later and transport them out of the reserve.
Okay. So we need to put away some of this stuff. Okay, I heard a turkey. It's pretty far away. I'm not going to go after that turkey. I'm just going to finish this mission. I think we just have to get close to these things and it'll pop up. Yep, there we go.
Medieval fear. Looks more than a bit incongruous out here if you ask me. real oranges. Good enough to eat, eh?
I think it's just the stuff that's out that needs packed.
I hope they didn't have an actual fire in that thing. Imagine if some silly townie kid had wandered over here and decided it would be a good idea. That's the last of them. What's that note? Props list. Foam statue of haughty elf standing proud, 9 foam warriors, 8 golden goblets, 3 green screens. This reads like a Christmas carol. See any of those?
I thought my dog was an animal
Dodgy.
to shoot at.
Townies must have been up here. Well, even though this isn't our mess to clean up, I should probably ask around and see if anyone knows what's happened to the missing props. The last thing we need is to get blamed for this. Maybe they did a very selective sweep. I'll see if anyone has a big wig's numbers. Thanks for your help, Iho. Let's move on. Before you head off and film your hunts, first we've got to set the scene, so to speak. The marketing team's looking for some photos for the reserve website, something to give people a taste of what this place has to offer. Now that we've dealt with that bloody mess, you think you could head over to Lake Wakaiti and snap a few shots for us? There's a willow tree there growing right out of the water that all the influencers or whatever they call themselves go bonkers for. We got a little overly reliant on these tentpole releases. Well, I say more tents and fewer releases. Does that work? Nah, you're right. It does make for a good photo op, I'll give it that.
So we started this map in the road and had to walk to here. And then we had to walk over to this outlook place. And then we have to walk back over to here. And now we have to walk back over to here. It seems like there to be a more efficient route for that. But that's what they had us do. I definitely don't have time to do anymore. So let's... it's going to start us... We'll start over here next time. So let's fast travel to here. So leave a comment. Where's one of the coolest places you've gone to outside of your country, if you've been out of your country? And then please like and subscribe. This is YouTube. That's what you do here. And I guess I will see you in the next one. And that's it. Bye.